So one bartender to every 50 people, this is a fixed number for us and it cannot be negotiated or bent. The most common thing that we get is, oh, but only 48 people will be drinking, but there's 80 guests at my party. What you guys haven't factored and we end up discovering is all of those people still want cocktails, but they also want mocktails. So we're still serving 80 guests. That's not good enough. Our guys, that is too much stress. That is too much work for one person to do. So one bartender for every 50 people, and we don't care how many people you say are drinking because it doesn't factor in mocktails and the drinks we still have to deal with. So it's one bartender to every 50 people. That's why you have discovered on the system that once you put in your amount of guests and you move on, you can't change the amount of guests. So you can't start fiddling with the amount of guests at your party in order to get the quote down. Also, if you have lied about the amount of guests that are at your party in order to get a lower quote, we have got in our terms and conditions that we do not have to stay at that party. The contract has been voided, basically, so to speak. So do be honest about your guest numbers. No, it doesn't matter how many are drinking and how many are not drinking, because all the same steps to make a non-alcoholic mojito or a non-alcoholic pina colada is the exact same labor level as its alcoholic brother. Therefore, do not think, oh, I'll only put 40 guests in because that's how many are drinking, but there's going to be 60 at my party. You need 2 bartenders. It's 1 to every 50. We have found over the years, and it is just not good enough. Our staff are too important that we have arrived at events. We've been absolutely run off our feet. We've been stressed. Our heads have been down. We haven't even been able to look at the room and see what's going on. We've been sweating. We've been stressed. We've been rude. And then we've looked around. I have myself at an event, looked around the room, and I've discovered 96 guests, all drinking, all making cocktails, and I've been hired alone to do that event. I walked out of that event almost wanting to shut down the business and go, no. So our staff certainly do not want to be dealing with that because they'll stop answering our calls. And our staff are far more important than any one event. So it's 1 bartender to every 50. That's non-negotiable. And if you have lied about guest numbers in order to get a lower price, we do reserve the right to leave the event based on contracts being voided.